Oh my gosh. I just realized that I'm now the same age that Billy Madison was. That hurts. I have to watch it again. That's amazing. Now I just realized that I'm the same age as Billy Madison when he went back to school. Hey everyone, welcome back to Candid Cinema. I'm Amanda, otherwise known as AMXND Reviews on Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd. Today I will be giving you guys my top 5 Adam Sandler movies of all time. I know that's really hard. He's done so many of them, but not all of them have been great. No offense, Sandman, we love you. Honestly, I can watch Adam Sandler movies on loop. He brings so much joy. He's so fun and down to earth, and I think he's just incredible. He's given us so much from SNL with him like singing his songs, like the Hanukkah song. He's been great and he's been different, and it's been refreshing to see that he sticks with his core group and he makes movies with them, and he's always incorporating them in some like certain ways. I just really love him, and my best friend and I, we've had Sandler marathons, and we just love him so much. So this is like an appreciation video for Adam Sandler, even though I just gave Murder Mystery 2 a terrible rating. If the Sandman watches this, you gotta know that I love you for everything else, okay? So I have my top 5. It was pretty easy for me to actually narrow it down, apart from like a couple of honorable mentions. I do love Anger Management. I love Happy Gilmore. They're not my favorites. I love Big Daddy as well. I think that one is a lot of fun with the Sprouse twins, and I watched it a lot as a kid. So coming in at number 5, I have Mr. Deeds, and I think it's fun because of Adam Sandler, don't get me wrong, and it's fun with Winona Ryder and all of that again, but I think John Turturro is like the best part of Mr. Deeds, and he makes me laugh so much. I think that the story is really good. Whenever it's on television, I watch it. And I think that when it comes to, the media and journalism, I think it's important to see different sides of it and the different people that work in the actual industry. So I thought that was really interesting. And the chemistry between Winona Ryder, who's just absolutely gorgeous in this. She's a doll. Alan Covert, who plays Marty, is absolutely hysterical in this too. So it's funny, it's about this small town guy who owns a pizzeria, and his uncle who passed away, Adam Sandler, ends up inheriting $40 million, and he lives a lavish life. So it's just a very simple story, and I think that's what's so important here with the Sandman films on my list, is that they're very simple stories, but he makes it funny. I think that's what's important at the end of the day. So coming in at number 4, I have 50 First Dates. This one's so tough for me because I'm a sucker for a good rom-com, and the connection between Drew Barrymore and Adam Sandler is just adorable as hell, and I love them so much. I'm not that big of a fan of The Wedding Singer. I think that 50 First Dates being the second time out for them in a different era entirely was really important for them to do, and I think this is such a beautiful story. It's very emotional. It's more so emotional than like the cheap shtick of humor, and I think that that's why it worked, because it had a really good story. So Adam Sandler's character, he is a player. He can go on dates, get girls 24/7. He's a veterinarian, so his life is with animals, but he still feels kind of lonely. So when he meets Lucy, he tries his utmost to kind of woo her and, pull his moves and all of that, but he doesn't know that Lucy has short-term memory loss. She won't remember what she does day to day unless she's been doing it on a routine for X amount of years, because she was in a brutal accident. Even though she has a routine and she's adorable when she goes to have breakfast, or she paints her room, or she sings her songs and stuff like that. Like, it's just really beautiful what they did with the character of Lucy in this, and Drew Barrymore played it beautifully. More so, it's about one man trying his best to love her for the way she is, and he wants to help her and be there for her. It's one of those movies where I do watch it and I cry. So if you need a good cry, 50 First Dates is absolutely perfect. And it's great. I cry. It's just a wonderful film. Coming in at number 3, I have Billy Madison. And it's so hard for me not to love this movie and talk about it and bring it up every single time, because Billy Madison is a movie, I swear to you, that I watch every September. Even though I'm not going to school anymore, it just feels like a September movie. Again, this is a really simple story, and it's about Billy Madison, who obviously has a really rich father, and he wants him to take over the family business. But in order to do so and actually gain this inheritance, he has to go through all 12 grades at rapid fire. So they fast track him. And Billy Madison has to start in kindergarten. He's 27 years old. Oh my gosh. I just realized that I'm now the same age that Billy Madison was. That hurts. I have to watch it again. That's amazing that I just realized that I'm the same age as Billy Madison when he went back to school. Anyways, sidetrack. I love this. I think it's absolutely hilarious. You're taking a grown man with no responsibility and putting him in a very disciplined setting where he has to do his homework, where he's interacting with other kids, and it's hilarious. It's just so funny. The older the students get, the more lippy they get with him, and he just throws it right back at them, and he treats them as adults, which is even more hilarious. But he ends up falling for his teacher, which is not good, as we know, but it's funny. It's very funny. We have the wonderful, wonderful Chris Farley in this for a very short period of time, but he makes the movie. He really does. And Bradley Whitford is hysterical in this one. So if you need a pick-me-up, Billy Madison is one of the funniest films in his filmography, and I love it so much. Whenever it's on, I watch it. Coming in second place, we're getting into the more dramatic roles from Adam Sandler, and he's a very good dramatic actor. I think that, you know, we've seen that with Robin Williams, who is a brilliant comedian, but when he gets into those dramatic roles, he is phenomenal. People think it's easier to do comedy than it is to do drama, but as someone who's taken theater, it's the opposite. It's kind of easier to be dramatic than it is to be funny. So, of course, comedians can dabble into the dramatic arts for a little bit and make it really good. So coming in at number 2, I love Click. So it's about a workaholic named Michael who doesn't have time for his wife and his children and his family whatsoever because he's trying to make a living for them, and he loses track of his life. So he ends up meeting this guy, Morty, and he gives him a universal remote that can either fast forward through boring moments in life, the distracting moments in life, just because he really wants to get this promotion. What starts out as like some of the funniest moments that you can see ends up being one of the most emotional films by the end of this, because those little moments make up great memories, and that's all you're going to have at the end of the day, not your job. So it's really heartbreaking, this one, and it pulls at the heartstrings. I weeped with Click. It is such a powerful ending and a really great, meaningful story about literally just sitting by, smell the roses, and be with the ones that you love, and keep the ones you love in your life for as long as you can, because you don't know when they're going to go. So I think Click is just a beautiful film entirely and has one of his best performances as well. Even though it is comedic, it's very emotional at the same time. Next, at number 1, I watched this at TIFF because I watched Good Time and I love the Safdie brothers. And then I watched Uncut Gems at TIFF. When I tell you this is the most anxiety-inducing film that you will ever watch about sports betting, this is it. No other movie has come close to Uncut Gems whatsoever. It's believable. A New York City jeweler owes people so much money, but he's still placing bets because he loves basketball. He knows it. And it is just an insane storyline with Adam Sandler as Howie. It's just crazy. So the thing with Uncut Gems is that there's so many things in the mix. He's trying to be the family man. He's trying to make himself happy with his own mistress, played by Julia Fox, who's a knockout in this movie. And then you have Idina Menzel as his wife, and he's trying to balance his family life on top of all that. He's trying to make some extra cash and keep his family afloat so no one thinks that he's a failure. So he feels like he's inferior to other people in his family, and that's where the clash comes in. And you get to peel back these layers of Howie while he's trying to navigate the best way to move forward. It is a phenomenal movie for Sandman. I am so happy he's working with the Safdie brothers again, but Uncut Gems is phenomenal. Truly his best to date. Like, it is fantastic. I've watched it like 5 times. It's so good. And for a movie that, like, I know what's about to happen, for me to watch it 5 times and still feel like my heart's about to sink because it's just that intense, it's just a phenomenal job. It's a phenomenal job. Adam Sandler at his best. I love Uncut Gems. So if you guys agree with my top 5 Adam Sandler films of all time, please let me know in the comments below. Let me know your top 5. If you love Adam Sandler as a comedic actor, more of a dramatic actor, what would you like to see him do next? Who do you think he would be great to work with next? Let me know in the comments below, because it's just a Sandman love fest at this point. We gotta love him. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. You can always follow me over at AMXNDA Reviews on Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd. And if you guys want to help me grow this channel and support the channel, there are ways to do that in the bio below. I'll catch you guys next time. Keep watching movies.